Welcome back to Unicorn Overlord. Last time, we went on one more side quest to gain a new ally in the Liberation Army and ended up with 4 new recruits, a sword fighter, and 3 more clerics. That way, we don't have to worry about healing all that much while we go do this mission. But with the new additions to the army, new weapons, and supply procured, it's time to carry out the rescue mission for Scarlet. So prepare yourself, Emperor Galerius!
I can always train harder. Another step on the path of progress.
I'm actually getting better at this. Maybe it's not all bad.
The end of this brutal war draws ever nearer.
One of the many benefits of old age.
Well, we know what the real challenge of this battle is. One is the various little bandits sitting in the forest that could be taken out by Rolf's battalion, Elian and Clive, as we make our way back towards the town. The second being the town to the west and the garrison there, and then finally to the north where the Emperor lays. But don't worry, I have a plan for him. And it's going to be a good one. But it requires me to make sure I get through. I don't use any of the valor skills until I get there. The world keeps moving, and so do I. So on the production end, I got a little bit of an announcement to make there. As you know, Maiden Part 23 premieres tomorrow at 3 p.m. But once that is done, there will only be 2 more parts left in that LP before completion. So over on the YouTube side, I hope to see you all for the grand finale on January 5th. As for Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes, I've managed to record about 1/3 of the footage for its successor LP. That's a good chunk of footage to use that'll last me at least 10 parts before I go through it all. As for 3 Hopes itself, I have the footage for Part 40 already recorded in all of its opening chapter exposition glory, so look forward to that in about 2 weeks. Finally, for Spiral Year of the Dragon, Part 6 is set to be has been recorded and will be ready to go in about 2 weeks. I should be going into in-game mode by the end of January. That way I'll have everything ready to go.
I'm listening.
So look forward to that.
Yes, I concur.
I'm ever in your service. It shall be done.
Face me and be cut down. In His Highness's honor, victory is ours. Nowhere is too far. At once.
I make for battle. How may I assist? I make haste.
You're nothing. It seems you've misjudged me. At your service. Understood. Face me and be cut down. Victory is ours. I stand ready. At once.
What shall I do?
I never miss my target. That went better than I expected.
Bold of you to stand against me.
I shall never fail.
Let me help. Careful, you may get burnt.
Try me.
Standing by.
Your orders, sir.
What's next?
Nowhere is too far. Sir.
I'm ready. Right. I'll pierce you clean through. They're beaten.
I am your humble servant. Forward.
Who's my target? Heading there now.
Bold of you to stand against me. I never doubted myself.
I'm ever in your service. I depart.
I'll make my mark. What do you need? Yes, I concur. I'll make my mark. Of course.
You're nothing.
I'm here too.
dead and buried.
Do you need something? Understood.
I'm here, Your Highness.
The position is ours.
Prepare yourselves. A worthy foe. I'll prove my worth. It shall be done.
Your order, sir. As you wish.
I've arrived.
What do you need? Yes, I concur.
I'm ever in your service. Victory!
I depart.
What shall I do?
I'll make my mark. I'll see what I can do.
I'm ever in your service. I depart.
A chance to earn some praise.
Stand before me.
You'd best make this count.
I'll prove my worth. It shall be done. I shall never fail. A worthy foe. I'm ever in your service. I depart.
What do you need? Of course.
I'm ready. A temporary retreat.
At your service. Understood.
Prepare yourselves. 'Twas fate which brought us here. I'll prove my worth.
Yeah! I actually did it!
I'm here.
Following up on the Mega Man news, we have an update on its next compilation re-release. Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection will be launching on all platforms on March 27, 2026, with pre-orders available now on the various eShops and the game's official website.
It shall be done.
This collection contains the full trilogy of Star Force, along with each version of the game, a la Pokemon in the early days. Along with this pre-order announcement, the first episode of the Star Force anime was posted to Capcom's YouTube channel this morning. The Star Force anime was produced by Zebek, who also did the Battle Network anime NT Warrior, was dubbed by Viz Media, and shown on the Toonami Jet Stream service in 2008. However, only 25 of its 76 episodes were dubbed and broadcast at the time.
We'll see how tough they are.
So the rest, you're really gonna have to look down and look elsewhere to watch through. But this is what Capcom will be ending its fiscal year on. Not necessarily a boom. The real boom in question is Resident Evil 9, which comes out in February, but not a whimper either. I hope this does well for the fans of this series, if only so that a Legends collection will finally start production, to be released by next year. And speaking of a Legends collection, there is something I'd like to see implemented in this modern build, but it will require Capcom to keep all of the code for these games archived, along with the willingness to use a decompiling tool if they don't. Back in the day of Legends development, Capcom implemented tank controls for movement, along with a manual lock-on for your weapons. To turn in the game, you had to use the L and R buttons on the PlayStation and N64 respectively, which had times used to slow combat to a crawl. For its Legacy collection, I would like to see 2 controller modes implemented into the game. The original control scheme for those who like their retro experience, and a modern control scheme for those who want something a bit closer to say the Doom games or Ratchet & Clank or Fortnite. This modern control scheme would move the turning controls to the right analog stick, have your lock-on command be something that can be turned on and off whenever you hit one of the trigger buttons. Right trigger for the Xbox, R2 for PlayStation, ZR for the Switch. Nothing's on your controller. And from there, you would use the L and R buttons for these controllers to move the lock-on reticle from enemy to enemy. With this, I would hope that the game would be a bit more accessible to the public, and thus make the game sell better. And in terms of content, it would of course need the Lost mobile game, 5 Island Grand Adventure, and the demo of Legends 3 added to the collection. But that is just what I'd like to see implemented. What do you want to see implemented in the Legends Legacy collection, dear viewer? Let me know down in the comments below, but please keep it civil down there.
I'm here, Your Highness.
What next, Your Highness?
There is time yet to claim victory.
What now?
I'm prepared for anything. Consider it done.
What shall I do? It shall be done.
Just let me fight already.
As you directed.
I shall never fail. 'Twas fate which brought us here.
One thrust of the lance is all I need. Was never in doubt.
What do you need?
Of course.
So? On it.
Merely say the word. My steed is swifter than the wind.
I'm ever in your service.
Yeah! Prepare to be run through. One thrust of the lance is all I need. Was never in doubt.
Just let me fight already. Uh-huh.
Prepare yourselves. Victory!
How can I assist? I ride at once.
What shall I do? I depart. Prepare to be run through.
How's that for good?
I'll prove my worth. I shall never fail. Stand before me. I can ride no further. I'm ever in your service. This should be it. I'll make my mark. I'll see what I can do. Merely say the word. As you directed. What do you need? Yes, I concur.
So?
I'll make my mark. Of course.
I'm prepared for anything. Consider it done.
Just let me fight already.
What do you need? I'll see what I can do.
I'll prove my worth. It shall be done.
I can do it. I'm sure I can, and yet...
We'll see how tough they are. Yep. You'd better run. Never stood a chance. I've seen better days.
A perilous battle indeed.
I may disappoint yet again.
The odds do not stand in my favor.
Just let me fight already. Uh-huh.
I'll make my mark.
I'm ever in your service. Yeah!
Stay back.
A perilous battle in...
Let me help. You'd best make this count. I can do it. I'm sure I can, and yet...
Don't mind if I do.
I'm feeling a bit faint.
How can I assist? I ride at once.
Let's dance.
The odds do not...
You'd better run.
I still...
Let's dance. can't wait. I can always train harder.
Any word of Scarlet? In service of the royal I'll not fail you. Very well. The day will be ours, awaiting your command. The path is set.
To the skies! Sir.
I'm prepared for anything. Consider it done. I'll prove my worth. I depart.
I'm listening. Yes, I concur.
The Cornian militia fights on. Do you need something?
We'll see how tough they
Alright, we're in the home stretch, and our time limit has been refilled. That is always a very much happy, but that is very much appreciated, considering how many times I've failed this because I ran out of time.
I'm ready.
The big challenge of the Emperor is both, not only can he one-shot enemies with his
Shall try my best.
various skills that lower attack and defense, but his support crew can also heal him along with the altar. The biggest hurdle to facing him is, of course, the barrier he has on him at all times.
Be outmatched.
If you get 2 hits on him during an attack, the barrier breaks, and from there he can be hurt. But you also have the option of using your valor skills to hit him with no repercussions aside from his counterattack. So choke on this, Impy, because I hope you have your neck washed.
I may be outmatched.
I have my doubts.
What fools you are to have followed me here. Prepare to be cleaved in twain by the axe of Galerius, ruler of all creation.
Your time has come, wretched tyrant. And at long last, Queen Elenia shall know peace.
Witness the gulf in our strength. Agony awaits.
I am with you!
Do not resist. Destruction is nigh.
How careless.
Not looking great.
Be healed.
say the word. I'll never run from a fight, and yet... less than ideal.
I shall hold nothing back.
I'll never run from a fight, and yet... Shall I push onward, or make my retreat? I'm in rough shape. My steed is swifter than the wind.
This may prove perilous. By your word.
A perilous battle indeed.
I must stand strong.
Shrouded in darkness. Decay.
Yeah?
Agony awaits. I'll show no mercy.
Over here! I won't give in. I'm uneasy about this.
I'm ever in your service. Twas fate which brought us here.
I move forward in the light of the divine.
I actually did it. I only pray I'm not too late. Scarlet! What's happening here? Who are you? And what have you done to Scarlet?
You may call me Baltro. And it's quite the shame, child. But you've come too late. The last of the seals is broken, my liege. Excellent. Yes. I can already feel the energy coursing through every vein in my body. Prove that our synthesis with the Beyond grows ever closer.
What madness is this? You were slain! I'm certain of it!
This would have ended far sooner had that fool of a Pontifex only lived. But his daughter proved just as valuable in the end.
You mean to say Scarlet is...
The girl is of no further use to us. Do with her what you will. Assuming she still draws breath, of course.
I'll have your head for this!
A valiant effort, boy. But my newfound might has no equal. Your grand machinations finally approach fruition, my liege. Would that they not have taken 10 years to arrive. I admit in times of weakness, I feared all our sweat and blood would come to naught. We owe the girl an immense debt. Long have I awaited this very moment. At last, Zenoira's people will be released from the trammels of captivity that bind them. And I shall take my rightful place as their sovereign. Conjure a gate, Baltro. The capital awaits. As you wish, my liege.
Arise, he who boasts the ring of the unicorn.
Scarlet! Thank the Father. She still breathes. And she's unhurt at that. But how?
He my call, ring bearer.
Who goes there?
One of the 6 great sages of Fevrith, or so her children called us once. But time for discussion runs short. Drawing you away from death's door took more energy than I have to spare. Now heed my words. You must take the ring to the land of elves and awaken the ancient power slumbering within.
I failed to understand your meaning.
Surely you felt the almighty strength Galerius now wields. In its current state, the ring would assuredly fail to stop him. Yet not all hope is lost. Usher the ring unto the Tyrannos of Elheim, and there see it unbound.
But how?
I've spoken too long already. Let loose its true form and return to this place.
Wait, please!
That's gonna do it for this part. Next time, we enjoy the fact that we managed to win this battle and got our priestess back. Until then, folks.